Yes, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're watching from. Mariam, the Ladies Guide, your emotional wellness guide, every Monday morning giving you the 7 minutes of inspiration. 7 minutes of your time, 7 minutes to empower yourself into this amazing week, full of personal growth and personal development. Today, we're looking at what we call being dispensable. And we need to remind you that you are dispensable.
She's a lady, she's a cancer.
We looked at achieving more by doing absolutely nothing. And we noted that when people learn to take naps during the time, to break your day into two, you do so much more than running throughout the day. Because we realize that people who don't rest well cannot be highly productive. So in our 7 minutes of inspiration some week ago, we talked about napping. Napping as a way of increasing your productivity. If you're creative, if you use a big percentage of your brain, you need to do more naps to be more innovative and productive. So in today, we need to look at something called being dispensable. And we say you are dispensable. So what we mean is, most of the time when people come to workplaces, when people come to new jobs, new visions, new career, when you've just started, you start off well. You start off energetic, inspired, interested, to impress, to be praised, or to prove to your employers or to your subordinates. However, as people stay long on these jobs, in these careers, in this calling, call it anything, career, profession, business, they grow complacent. They forget the reason as to why they started in the first place, now that they're not even impressing anyone. So as time passes by, you think, without you, the job can't go on. Without you, the company cannot take off. Without you, the business cannot thrive. So this is to remind you that you are dispensable. Without you, the business can move on. Without you, the profession can stay. Without you, the job can be done. Have you ever thought about when someone falls sick and the position is given to someone else when you're sick? And then when you visit the hospital and you ask, how is everything? Someone says, well, everything is going fine. So most of you think that when we employ you, when your employers give you the jobs, you are helping them as time passes by. That your absentia will stop the whole vision from running. Now, this comes to everyone who thinks that you are very talented, that you are well endowed, and you are highly irreplaceable. This is to remind you that the universe harbors vacuum. One person can step into your position and do a better job than you. So when you're given a job to do, when you're given a task to do, always remember that you're working for yourself. You're improving yourself, not your employer, not the company you're working for, or not other people who are watching you. So then, indispensable is the fact that people think that if someone leaves the company will stop. If someone leaves the job won't go on. When someone steps aside in a certain profession, the profession will close. This has been proved for many centuries as time passes by that the world keeps on replacing you people. I need to remind you that nature likes its men young. Yes, the more younger you are, the more nature needs you at service. And the more older you grow, nature does not need you. I'm sorry to say. So then, as you are working on a job and you're thinking that you're very talented and then you're very good at what you're doing, that when you step aside, the employer will close the company, it may not be possible. So then, if you have any service to offer to the world, to your workplace, to the business, to your career, don't always forget that someone else can easily replace you and better. Because nature always has the second option. Because one of There's someone I'm mentoring who came and said that, you know what, if God is not giving me what I want, then I can stop. Then I told her, you know what, we are over 40 something millions in the world, and each of us has a twin somewhere in the world. Nature can easily replace you, easily, because all the time it's training someone else to come into your position. So then, don't think that when you stop running, when you stop being of service, the world will stop. The company will stop. It may not be possible. So to all of you who are of useful service, who go an extra mile to offer good service to organizations, to corporate companies, to government agencies, to private sector, always remember, you are dispensable. And someone else can come and do a better job. Someone can come and replace you, because nature always has the second option. That's what we had for you in today's 7 minutes of inspiration. And always remember, no matter how talented you are, there is a twin somewhere in the world to do your job. Okay? So never depend on one option. Never be desperate. Never be desperate. Even if you're an employer, never be desperate for an employee. There's someone else who can replace them, and they do a better job. Okay? So this 7 minutes of inspiration is to remind you, when you're given a job to do, always remember, you're helping yourself, not the employer, not the company. And when you refuse to do the job you're supposed to do, think that you are irreplaceable, nature trains somebody else to replace you easily, because it harbors vacuum. Where there's space, it puts something. Someone will step in and they'll do a better job. Love you so much, and see you next week in the 7 minutes of inspiration. I'm Dr. Mariam. Bye-bye.
She's a lady.